Hey guys, it's Shane here from Cancon Miniatures, and today I'm going over my latest tournament results, this time from Cancon. Now, this is the first time I've been to Cancon, so I didn't really know the vibes. I just knew it was one of Australia's biggest. It had a massive array of a lot of different games. Age of Sigmar was really huge here. They didn't have a huge board for 40k. There was a lot though, and I'll go through that in a second. But yeah, it was a 3-day event over the Australia public holiday long weekend. So yeah, we had a good time driving up there and checking it out. Now, as you can see, we've brought the guard. As I mentioned in the last video, which was a while ago, I took a bit of time off, and yeah, this was a big event leading up to. But anyway, yeah, you can see we got the Punishers there, classic anti-infantry, the Taurox, which will be housing the tech priest there. We've got a Rogel Dawn, you know, he's there to tank everything and just be up the front. The tank commander with the demolisher and the multi-melters, 3 of the reliable battle tanks, and the exterminator with the twin autocannon. Now, the way we submitted the list for this, the cutoff was December. So unfortunately, we weren't able to use the latest detachment. So yeah, there's not going to be tank detachment, and we're not even having the updated rules. So the Rogel Dawn couldn't be the tank commander, but hopefully I'll get a chance to try that out soon and tell you what I really think. But anyway, this is pretty much the last hurrah for our combined arms as we knew it. So it's 1750. Let me just bring up yeah, we are. So it's, yeah, 1750, a very old system, very old way of doing things, because it's pretty much playing 7th is what we found here. Now, as you can see, there was 2 ways of playing, the open and the classic. And the classic, of course, is very friendly, you know, bring very balanced lists, don't bring anything too extra powerful, and we'll all have a fun time. As you can see with the open, how it says there, you know, bring whatever you want. It can be as broken, powerful as you want. So I thought, well, that's what I should be bringing. You know, this will be good. I'll face other people, you know, who are bringing stuff which is more overt than what other people are used to. So, you know, I'll be in good company, I figured. I didn't quite understand, though, when it says friendly, it does still mean friendly. So, as you know, as powerful as we got, stuff was never that overpowered, and I'll show you in a second. So, as you can see, it's 6 games total of, yeah, 1750. So, let's have a look. So, as I was explaining, the way the friendly worked was we got a chance to just play normal, but they gave us the friendly cards here. Now, these are pretty much just 7th edition cards of how to play, which is really cool, where you defend or take the numbered objectives. There wasn't the other, you know, secondaries and primary. We just used the cards. So that was a really good homage to that older edition. And that was so much less stressful. And as you can see, some of them are pretty, you know, basic, you know, 1 point here, 1 point there for doing certain stuff. Some of them you could just lose points. For yeah, nah, if you're on an objective, that's basically a sabotage one, so you lose victory points. The Martyr Complex is one that came up a lot, so if your Warlord is still alive, you lose points unless he was, yeah, defeated in battle. So that was really cool. So there was a lot of really interesting ways to play and to win. There wasn't just a set sort of what you're expecting. You couldn't play to like how you normally do with competitive, where you sort of hedge your bets, run your odds. Anything could happen here, which was really fun, and yeah, kept things pretty even. So we go to our first game, and as you can see, these tables are actually the 6x4. This was great. I really miss the 6x4, having, you know, room to move around, especially for these tank armies. It's so hard to fit everything in a lot of the case, so it was really fun to see these sort of older boards, and it wasn't stuffed with ruins as you see with some of the other events. So yeah, we had a pretty good time with these sort of older style deployments and matchups. As you can see, he's playing Custodes. He's got some of the big guys there, some of the strong guys, some Sisters of Silence to do some tricky shenanigans. All infantry. That's what he went with, pure infantry, and that's hard to deal with. Custodes do that really well with their Ultra Elite. The Terminators especially hard to take down. Like with their invuln and their 2-up armor saves, it just hurts. As you can see, I think this is him. Yeah, this is him getting turn 1. He moves up. He couldn't quite get a charge off the first turn. That's, I guess, a bit of a weakness for them. If they could get turn 1 charge, you know, that would be pretty scary. So he moves up, grabs the objectives, and he's just getting in a good position for me to sort of come to him. In which we do. You can see us moving up. Yeah, everything's moved forward. We've managed to take out that squad on the left there. It really helped that he was on the objective, so we had full rerolls with the battle tanks, and we're just sort of getting up into position. Most stuff is pretty protected. We couldn't really see a lot, so yeah, it was just us moving up to get some good ground. So on his turn, you can see he's moving up even more. He's got his Terminators taking out that Punisher. That Punisher is on 1 wound left. So they do hit really hard, and they got not half, they're on 7. They're almost at half health on the other 2. So if he had rolled a bit better, he could have easily taken out 3 tanks in that game. So I got pretty lucky there, just making the saves, because it's, yeah, hard to kill as the Custodes are. You know, these Leman Russes with the 2-up armor, that's nothing to sneeze at. So yeah, he's in a pretty good spot for his turn 2. He's bringing it to us. So in our fight phase, as you can see in the fight phase, they managed to just finish that guy off. But we managed to pull up here, clear off the board, because I'm pretty sure I needed to get my Warlord in the center of the board and clear it out for area denial. We haven't quite managed to finish off that squad on the right. They're slowly coming out, and now we're in combat. The Rogel Dawn with that Emperor's Champion guy, and he's doing work on the Dawn. So the Dawn's down to 15 wounds, but they're locked in there, so you know that disables a lot from the Dawn. So his next turn, he sweeps down with the Terminators, and yeah, they managed to finish off those other tanks. I have to retreat the Taurox back, saying nope, we don't want none of this. The plasma tanks are just doing more or less damage to themselves. That Punisher is now locked up in combat, so he's not going anywhere. So, but then the next turn, I managed to get where I had to slay like his character or Warlord with mine. So that was lucky enough the tank commander was there. So I rushed through, tank shocked him, and yeah, managed to finish him off to give me a pretty good lead there. So that's a pretty good cinematic. He's trying to just slice into the Rogel Dawn, doing him damage, getting him hurt, and then all of a sudden, straight through the wall, the tank commander charges through and just squishes right on top of him. Yeah. So we thought that was pretty fun, how that sort of worked out. So we got the victory there in the end. It was pretty tough. Like, it's hard getting through that much Custodes when a lot of your weapons are only AP1 or not even that. Even the Flamers had a lot of trouble cracking through that armor. He was making a lot of 3-up saves. So yeah, it was a good game. Definitely a good game. The next game saw us on the Forest World of Endor for reasons. You see, I think they were supposed to have a Star Wars type game playing at the same time, but either that didn't happen or had smaller members, so we got the train. Not that I'm complaining, I think it's pretty cool. I like the forest and the whole Star Wars themed here, so this is cool. As you can see, he's playing Grey Knights. He's got some Dread Knights there, a lot of Interceptors. Pretty much everything's got the 2-up armor save again. Very elite sort of Space Marine list. So he's deployed pretty good, just in the back there, keeping everything safe. He has a lot of shenanigans where he can sort of fly around, grab whatever he needs, and he's playing the new detachment, so he's got a lot of, you know, rerolls to hit and the bonuses to wound and everything. So he's looking pretty good there. So I think that's just the line of sight. I don't think he got turn 1. Yeah, I think we got turn 1 here. We move up the tank commander just so he can get line of sight on the stuff on the backfield there. We did some shots off. I think the only thing that could really make range, though, was the Demolisher Cannon and the Las Cannon, but he managed to make a lot of good saves there and keep most of his Grey Knights. So, but we got a good first sort of objective. I think I had to get the Warlord onto the objective point in the middle, so that worked out alright. Turn 2, he's brought some guys down, and they did a bit of a number on us, keeping the Punisher in combat and taking out one of the tanks there. He's managed to ping some wounds off the tank commander there. So, pretty good, you know, front for him. He's coming at it. He's pushing us back and right into it. We do manage to push that squad back entirely, though. Demolish that. He picks up some of these squads, though, so he can redeploy them elsewhere. As you can see, he's got some squads deployed on the right there to take my get behind enemy lines. So he's done pretty good overall. So yeah, this was a bit of a close one because I know I got Martyr Complex at some point, so I had to have my tank commander die or I'd lose points. I remember they were telling me one player actually ended the game on negative points, which was crazy, but it's just one of those things where just random stuff can happen. So they managed to finish off that tank, and he's just hiding a librarian there, doing sneaky stuff, and yeah, hanging out in the forest there, just holding on. We did manage to push them off, I think, but then he drops back another Dread Knight to cause some shenanigans. But in the end, I'm pretty sure at the end I needed to get his objective. Yeah, it's I'm in your base killing your dudes. I had to get his objective marker, so we managed to pull off a pretty good victory here despite the negatives. So yeah, still pretty good. Like I said, he had a good chance of doing a lot here. He was able to really go everywhere, get a lot of objectives. Yep. I don't know why I took so many pictures. I guess the game was still going on to an extent, but oh well. So, the third game here, where we're on a nice ice world. Could be Hoth, could be something else, but could be Fenris, could be Valhalla, either way. You know, whatever makes it fun. As you can see, he's got a pretty good list here. The wolves there with the thunder shield. He's got a big Redemptor. Love that conversion. Look how cool that guy is. He's got a gladiator with the lancer, the good anti-tank one, the best one you can bring. He's got some, I think, just tactical marines or something on the left there. I forget. And yeah, pretty good tactical stuff. He's got more wolves and everything, and some interceptors in Deep Strike. So here's the force here, you know, looking to come at me. They can do pretty good, like especially with the charge and everything. Yeah, so turn 1 though, after some horrible luck. Yeah, we were not expecting how bad the luck to go on this one. The Dawn, I give him the +3 movement for move. So he doesn't even have the bonus to hit. So he's only hitting on 4s. We shoot everything from the Dawn into the wolves, and the wolves don't make any invuln saves on any of the shots. So this resulted in the wolves being wiped out turn 1. Incredibly unlucky. I was not expecting that, considering, yeah, we didn't even get the buff to hit. We were just hitting on base. Ballistic skill, so that was interesting. And we managed to grab the objectives there on the left, not quite on the right. So, yeah, we're in a pretty good spot turn 1. So his turn, he's moving on out. He's doing some damage to us. Not a huge amount. You can see the Lancer managed to ping about 7 damage off on the Punisher there, dealing some damage to him. getting, a bit further up, getting ready to do a charge. But if I remember, I think all his charges failed, which was very unfortunate. He tried to get up, but like I said, this was a game where just bad rolling was very prevalent. So the next one, we're able to finish off some of the guys. The Punisher went in. What he couldn't finish with the Flamers, he then tank shocked, cleared out the rest of them. And we're able to take most of the battlefield, leaving not left until he brought his reinforcements in. So as you can see, the reinforcements came in, locked up the tank up the top. It's hard to see, but there's some wolves on top of him. The Inceptors. Now, he got the cards where basically he had to blow up that wounded battle tank that was on 4 wounds left. I popped smoke on him just to protect him. He had the Inceptors there shooting their plasma at it. Now, they just had to make a charge, and then they could easily steal, because I'm pretty sure, they out-OC'd us, so they just had to charge in, finish off the tank, and grab that objective. But unfortunately, he had a 9-inch charge, he had 3 rerolls to charge, and he rolled an 8 on both of them. So it re-rolled from an 8 into another 8. It was just how do you counter that? So it was just so unlucky. What were the odds? Same thing goes for his other guys. Every time he needed like a 7, he rolled a 6. It was so painful. Like the way he was teasing him like that. I don't know what he did to upset the dice gods. But just went off like that. Bjorn the Fellhound did manage to make his charge and remove that Punisher. But the next turn we're able to return the favor, remove the Inceptors, got rid of the Bjorn the Fell-Handed. And Bjorn the Fell-Handed, he's hard to bring down, because he's got the Feel No Pain, he's got the reduced damage. Definitely a good dread there. Definitely centerpiece there. But at the end of the game, we're still locked in combat a bit there, but he just wasn't able to get the objectives in the end like he needed. So, still a great game. Like I said, I've loved every game so far. Everyone's had a really good time with this. It's been very fun. So the next game, we have ourselves versus Death Guard. As you can see, Mortarion there, just hanging out. This was an interesting list because it was very much sort of demons and demon vehicles. So we've got these plague spewers there, just coming at you. Very anti-infantry though, that was the trouble. Most of it was just, for taking out marines and such, which was great when he was going against like custodies and such. He did pretty good, but against tanks, very different matter. So we get the first turn, we drive everything else up, and as you can see, Mortarion is gone. We managed to get rid of him turn 1. However, it took everything shooting at Mortarion just to bring him down. And I was starting to think, oh, maybe that was a bad idea. Maybe I should have fired at other stuff, But, Mortarion's a pretty big threat. You sort of have to take care of him. And as you was telling me in these other games, Mortarion just didn't go down all the other times. People just realized they weren't able to do it, so they just didn't bother even trying. So Mortarion lived up until now. So his turn, he's able to move up and get straight into combat. He's the Demon Prince coming at me. I'm pretty sure his Demon Prince unfortunately whiffed all his attacks, and the Dawn was left unharmed. But they're stuck in us now. The biggest downside to this was he picked the ability, so everything within the range of the Nurgle curse, neg 1 to hit. So before we were hitting on 4's base, we're now hitting on 5's base. So everything is horribly inaccurate. So that really hurts guard. Like, we're still tough, we can take the beating, but man, are we hurt. It really painful getting hit with that debuff. But we managed to clear off a good chunk of them. The Exterminator managed to put all these fire. I just wanted to bring down, get the neg 1 to the armor for the demon prince, and the autocannon just blew him straight away. So that was good. That was handy. And then we managed to, finish off another one of the other drones just with a lot of melter, because it's 6 melters on the Dawn there, and yeah, that did the job there, even inaccurate shooting aside. So we managed to clear through, get some of the demon engines off. We try and deal some damage to the spawns. The spawns are up on the objectives, making them sticky, but we just can't do enough damage. They feel no pain. It just really helps them. So his turn, he's pulled out the plague drone. As you can see, now it's right in the middle of the board, just hurting everything with its debuff aura. And now the Great Unclean One is on the table. So that's cool. That's fine. He's just there. Just hanging out. He's managed to destroy his own tank, and the other spawn are coming closer to us. So we're in a bit of trouble now, because all the, as you can see, the plague bearers are there, just slowly chipping off with their lethal wounds. They were only neg 1. They were neg 1 AP. But I could not roll a 3 up to save me. Like, the amount of 2s and 1s I got for I couldn't make any armor saves this entire battle. It was crazy. So, yeah, the spawn there are locked in combat. They're doing some good damage as well. Like, they got crazy amounts of attacks. So, yeah, we're a bit stuck at this minute. He's really holding us back. So, but we got lucky. We managed to shoot through the spawn finally off. I get the objective to take that objective point right up the top there. So we managed to move on the Taurox. We get a 6 for advance, and he's able to scoot straight up that hill and claim that objective. That gives us a pretty good lead there. So, with that in mind, we basically go on really unable to shoot at most things. And that plague demon, the plague demons are still there. There's some more on the left out of picture, and we're just sort of avoiding the Great Unclean One. We're just trying to stay away from him for now. But as you can see, yeah, he's come to us. He's doing a good chunk of damage, really hurting that battle tank there. And now we just need to hold on. We just need to find a way just to endure a little longer. So we managed to pull everything out. We managed to shoot back, get some of these demons off, but it's not a lot. we can't do much. It's just, we're too inaccurate. And by the end of the game, yeah, he managed to, did he get that guy? Yeah, he got that guy. Destroyed the last one, got in some points, but I think in the end, we just managed to just get ahead. So really close game here, really fun. Definitely one of the harder ones we sort of fought. So this was the last game of the day. As you can see, we're playing against Guard as well. This one has the Shadow Sword there, Shadow Sword, and a Vanquisher. He's got his Tank Commander with the Plasma, and he's got Chimeras. A lot of infantry. It really is a mixed regiment, this one. So I felt this was kind of balanced. Like, yeah, a Shadow Sword is a big guy, but for taking a Shadow Sword, that was like 2 Lehman Russes you could have took that could move apart, maybe do a bit more. So it's a bit self-indulgent. Bringing one, I didn't think it was a great choice, but it is fun, and that's what we're supposed to be doing. So he gets the first turn here. His Vanquisher and his Shadow Sword managed to destroy the battle tank that was down the edge there, and he slowly moves up a bit, but he isn't able to do a huge amount. I forgot to take a picture at the end of that, but here's the picture at the end of my first turn, where we've moved up, used the Punisher to take care of that Sentinel. We've taken out the other Sentinel. We just a lot of heavy flamers on them. That took them out pretty good. And we've managed to do a chunk of damage to the Shadow Sword. We couldn't quite bring it all the way down. We managed to pop the Chimera, where the guys are now. The veterans are out and are susceptible. So his turn, he managed to do a great deal of damage to the Rogel Dawn. The Rogel Dawn's down to 3 wounds. So we managed to ablate one of the Shadow Sword strikes. That was very lucky of us, but yeah, a lot of the las cannons also managed to hurt. So he's 3 wounds left. And I think his objective was to, I think he got Big Game Hunter, or he had to take him out for some reason. So that was a target. I got lucky there keeping him alive. He took some pot shots onto the Lehman Russes. And even though it's guardsman fire, like I said, I could not roll any armor saves for the rest of the tournament. But luckily we were able to bring up some other guys. The Exterminator was able to bring down the armor save for the Shadow Sword there. That really helped. He still popped smoke, so it was still difficult. But eventually we were able to get enough lethal hits from the tanks just to take him out. The Rogaldorn is now hiding because he doesn't want any part of anything being in its wounded state. We managed to get rid of most of the infantry, what with the Punisher and the explosions from the battle tanks. So I think, that was the end of that one, because we were getting pretty late in the day. I think we called it a little early there. So what I will say about this event, as you can see, we went 5-0. It was supposed to be 6 games. So on the third day, we show up. It's supposed to be, we can play whoever just wants to play. But pretty much all the open players, there was only a couple that showed up, me including. So we didn't really get a chance to play that. I can't blame them. There was a lot of stuff going on at the convention. I really should have thought about doing something, booking something else in for the third day, just to get a bit of taste of other things going on. But I will say this about this last game. So as we were explaining, talking after the game, I said, "Oh yeah, how'd he do in these other games?" And he told me he lost all of them. And I thought the way the pairing system would go is, you'd fight other people who also won their games, keep it fair. This was completely random who you were playing, because it's supposed to be that sort of friendly element where you're not, being super serious. Because as you saw in the way I explained it, there was no prize for winning. There was only prize for painting and sportsmanship. So it didn't really matter if you won or you lost. But it was interesting. When they said it was competitive, and they, like we saw, they encouraged people, bring something really broken. Bring your most powerful stuff, and you can fight other people bringing equally powerful stuff. So yeah, I was a bit conflicted about that. It just seemed very loose. And end of the day, we were playing like these custom missions. We were very lax about all the rules for everything, and it was really fun. This was a super fun, I had a lot more fun with this than some of the other ITC sort of style games where you're super pedantic about rules and super pedantic about positioning and going through things and where the layout of the ruins are. This was a lot more fun. And yeah, maybe I could have brought something a little less powerful. I kind of wish I had. I think I sort of spoiled a bit by going this hard. But yeah, like I said, I think I did misunderstand when I said friendly. Because I thought friendly, but then, super competitive friendly. So I guess I didn't quite understand what to expect with this. But overall, it was good. It was good. And we saw a great victory for our tanks, for our guard. And like I said, this can be the last hurrah going into now Codex Guard. Because I won't be able to bring this anymore. So that'll be interesting. And I'll try and get my hands on a Codex soon and try and really give you my understanding of what to expect from that. But yeah, overall, let me know what you thought of this one. If you'd like to see more, where you play it super non-competitive, even though you're using competitive armies, like I said, the old style of the old cars, Maelstrom of War, it was just really fun. I really miss a lot from 7th, because I pretty much started in 7th, so I do miss a lot of it. But yeah, like I said, I had a great time. I did really good. I probably did too good, is what I'd say. But anyway, just let me know what you think. If you were there, you know, what you thought, all that stuff. But anyway, yeah, thanks for watching. I'll be back soon with more. I took a bit of a break. You know, I had that tournament coming up and everything. So yeah, we're back in February. We're back straight into business. So I'll talk to you soon. See you then.